I'm Manucha from Moms and Crafters, mom of 4, including an extremely spunky 4-year-old. Now, what do you do if your 4-year-old comes over to you and says, Mommy, I really want a pickle necklace. Can you please make me a pickle necklace? And you happen to be a craft blogger. I think the answer is obvious. You make her a pickle necklace. I guess it's just kind of out of the blue. Like, why would my 4-year-old daughter ask for a pickle necklace? Anyway, this was her request. I really want a pickle necklace, Mommy. Can you please make me a pickle necklace? A sour pickle necklace. Sour pickles aren't really sour. They're actually yummy, and I really like sour pickles, so I really want a sour pickle necklace. So am I up for the challenge? Do I use ear dry clay, which in a way requires less, to do, and maybe I'm a little more experienced with? Or do we use polymer clay, which I see people make all these fancy realistic stuff with, but less my expertise? Or do we try both? But let's give it a try. I think we're going to start with polymer clay because that is a much more common material to use, and also because then I can bake it today and finish it up today, and there's definitely an advantage to that as opposed to letting an air dry clay product sit for a few days. So let's get crafting. Let's do this. Now, life would be so much easier if I had the right colors to begin with, but I don't. So we're going to start with, I actually really like this clay from Das, as you can see. We're going to start with a green and with a complementary color so that I can tone it down a little bit. Honestly, I don't think she really cares if it's bright green, but we'll do what we'll do. And here is a ceramic tile that I can bake it on. I don't know that I really need that, but I kind of like the idea. So I also really like these sculpting tools from Das. That's actually not part of it. I might end up using others. I have lots and lots of clay tools for somebody who doesn't work with clay that much. We're not going to worry too much about all the details, but I do want some tools handy. I do also have some liquid Sculpey, which I may need. And obviously most of this is going to be made using the green. So let's say this is going to be roughly the size, and we're going to pull off that much, and we're going to try mixing these together. If you have the correct color to begin with, you're in much better shape. Now I'm serving two purposes here, right? I'm toning the clay, I'm getting the color that I want, and I'm also conditioning it because it started out quite dry and brittle. It does look like I may have used way too much red. I may be getting more of a brown, in which case I'm going to pull off a piece of the color that I just mixed off and pinch that into a new batch of green. And yes, I will always save any clay that I don't use for another project. All right, let's start from scratch. We're going to take much less of that, and we're going to mix it into a new batch of green. So really you just want to mix in a tiny bit of red at a time, not as much as I did. Mixture of the warmth of my hands, the friction, the heat, the oils in my hands, those are all conditioning the clay as I work it. All right, this is looking much better. It is a green, but it is not as bright a neon green. That's what we wanted. What do you say? A little more? Let's do a little more. Kind of also want it a little darker. For that, I might need to add in a little bit of brown or black, but I'm kind of nervous to do that. Yeah, I think this will do. I'm making it for a 4-year-old, let's be real. All right, now, if you have fancy tools like extruders and stuff, you definitely can use them. I actually have an extruder that I've never used before, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to show you how to use it plain. I made too much, so I'm going to roll it out, ideally using, this is an acrylic plate. It'll just allow me to roll it out a little bit smoother. See? I think that's about the right shape. And we're going to round off the edges a little bit. It's okay if one of them is narrower, it probably should be narrower. Let's do that. All right. We're going to curve it slightly. Starting to look like a pickle? I think it is. All right. Now it's too smooth, right? Pickles don't really look like this, is number one. And number two, we probably want that little trail thingy. Now this is going to be very thin and it might be brittle, which is something that I fully acknowledge. You can definitely put it at the top and sort of make it into the loop, but I'm going to add my own loop
And so I want to connect this. Now, a good way to do that would definitely be to use I need to make it even thinner. To use a Sculpey, liquid Sculpey or something like this, something like that. I would first make a little hole to put it into to let it stick better. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of clay. We're adding a little bit of clay adhesive. Now I am using my tool to put it in because it is a very small, fine piece. You can use a paintbrush, which may have worked better in my situation. And we're going to sort of poke the end in there. All right, I think that's in enough. I think it'll stay. And we sort of jammed it, as you can see, into the hole over there. And we can sort of like fix that twist, and I hope that looks like what it's supposed to be. Alrighty, now let's add a little bit of texture. Now really I want to add raised bumps, but I feel like that might not work so well, so I'm sort of just making indentations. And if you'll notice, my clay is not like 100% fully mixed, and I think that actually adds a little bit of charm. Now I feel like this pickle necklace would not be complete if I don't add a face. But I'm also kind of nervous to start with it. Catch 22 of being somewhat amateur and not proficient at a craft and trying to make stuff. But we are doing this for the sake of the 4-year-old. Alrighty. This is not staying perfectly, so we are going to reshape that and form that. Ooh, much better. I think this is really looking like a sour pickle. Now, do we make her with a sour face or with a grumpy face is the question. I will add the face. I think it's missing that. It needs that for the character. So we're going to condition a very, very small scrap of white. Doesn't need a lot of conditioning. I'm going to move that to the side. We're going to take off here. Actually, we will make them bigger. We're going to cut this in half by going like that. I think that's about half. And we are going to use this to roll them into balls. Here. Very, very hard to work with such small pieces of clay. I'm going to actually go smaller. Alrighty, let's make balls out of that. Nope. Alright, this looks great. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we are going to glue those into place there. Right over there. So we're marking the spots. And we are going to put those. And I'm taking the pokey tool. And I'm literally using that to lift that up. And you see I could not have gone bigger than this. And we are attaching these bulging eyes. That one is bigger than that one. And that's fine because it is, after all, a sour pickle. And we are poking those in like that. And we are going to make little black eyeballs to go inside those. We are working with such a fine thing. We're going to poke those eyeballs into those holes. This one is slightly bigger. I'm going to put it into the bigger eye. And this one is slightly smaller. I'm going to put it into the smaller eye. All right. There we have our sour pickle so far. And a stray bit of white we need to get off. All right. As you can see. All right. Now, we're going to use a little bit extra of this to make a nose. And we're going to use the same technique to connect it. We're going to make a little hole, add some glue, and stick it in. Add some, liquid clay. So we're adding the liquid clay into the hole. And I'm going to take this, and once again, I should be using the pokey tool. Only here, actually, I'll use this one to sort of form a nose to make a sour pickle. Now, I kind of feel like for a 4-year-old girl, maybe I should go cuter. So actually, let's round off that nose a little bit. And once we're at it, so one little trick is as you're sort of pressing things in, using those indentations to form the shape, for example, the nostrils over there is really helpful, like as you do it. And because it is for a 4-year-old, we are going to make a very cute little smile on this. We're going to roll out a thin smile using the too dark red, as you can see. This is going to be a hard one, but let's do this. So we are poking. Now, to be honest with you, like I said, she might not like this. She might have imagined something princessy and girly because she's just usually is like that. This was so out of the blue. But we'll try. We'll see if she likes it. Now, here's where I sort of wish I would be painting it, but I really want to try to avoid painting. So let's do this, and let's give it a little bit of a texture so that we could press it in, an intentional texture. And here we go. Here's our little sour pickle. Now to turn it into a pendant, here is our little very sour pickle. To turn it into a pendant, we are going to be adding in a little thingy at the top. All right, we're going to be putting a little, oop, my tail fell off. We're going to be putting a little screw eye into the top. We are actually screwing it in because we want to make it stay. So we want a screw hole there so it would actually stay once it's dry. Now it's going to hang at that angle. Perfect. This fell out. Let's put it back in with a little more glue. I actually will re-glue that. So that's our cute little grumpy pickle. Now I do also want to make a plain one because I feel like my daughter will just want it plain. So let's do that. I anyway have the color mixed up already, so I'm just going to make that. All right, so here we have the results of number 1, the one with the thingy. I'm really nervous to give this to her. I think this is going to be the one that I give her. How cute is this? I'm absolutely in love with it. So we are going to actually seal it with UV resin just to, protect it. And I'm going to add a chain and a bail to this. So here's a quick snap-on bail that I literally, it has like that opening. It has that opening over there, and we literally just snap it on. And that is quite sturdy, and it is such a cute little sour pickle necklace. This was such a cute idea on her part. I'm glad I did it.
There is nothing like our kids to inspire us. Definitely let me know if you have any tips or feedback. She did like the plain one better. And of course, subscribe for more fun, doable crafts like this one.